Hello folks and welcome back to Medieval Total War. I am Conostep and this is going to be part 4 of my Viking invasion campaign where I'm playing as the Mercians. And in the last episode I think I was just sort of building my provinces up and my armies up so that I can get ready for my invasion of the Saxons. We are not at war. In fact, we are not at war with anyone, I believe. Yeah, this is looking clear. I am trying to still get an alliance with the Vikings. I have my princess on the job. And she has tracked down the Viking king. He is down here in this rebel province here in Kantware. And I'm thinking, I just realized this. I was like, oh my god, they're going to attack again. You know, just as they did when they were attacking the Northumbrians and then they dipped down into my territories. They could do the same thing here as well. And that's the opposite of what I want. My princess might not be able to secure that alliance before they attack me. So let's try to bring some forces in, and they can maybe try to dissuade the Vikings from attacking me here in East Sax. In fact, maybe I should even bring over some soldiers from Middle Sax as well. I don't know, that feels like it's leaving my center a little bit too open right now, because the Saxons, you know, they're building up some forces here in West Sax, and yeah, I don't want to just invite an attack, and they are training Saxon Huskarls as well, with that +1 Valor bonus from West Sax, so that's a little bit dicey. Hopefully this is in time to dissuade the Vikings from attacking me here. That would suck if I just have to go through all of that again to try to get that alliance with the Vikings. So fingers crossed on that front. And yeah, it's a little, you know, there's forces around me. This is a little bit scary. It's tough because I would like to leave Rock and Satan a little, you know, just guarded by a small garrison of peasants, but because I'm using this province to train up my soldiers, I'm training Fearedmen here, and I have the iron deposits, so I'm going to make this a primary training center for my soldiers, but it's on a border, so even if this province gets raided, these buildings could potentially get destroyed, so I kind of have to protect this province. Same thing with here in Mears, but I was thinking, maybe after this armor is finished, it would be nice to diversify my troop selection a little bit, and if I could get a horse breeder. So the stables is going to allow me to train the horsemen, which is the tier 1 horse unit, but then if I get the horse breeder, which I believe is the next tier of building here. Yeah, horse breeder. Horse farmer, then horse breeder. Okay, so I have to get 3 buildings before I can get those mounted sergeants. Man, that seems like a lot, considering that the mounted sergeants are in some ways inferior than the horsemen. They have a higher charge and a higher armor rating, I think, but then the horsemen have like higher attack and higher morale. Yeah, it's a little give and take between those two units. It's really not just a set thing that one unit's better than the other. And the horsemen even have lower upkeep as well, so there's an argument they could make just for using horsemen, but I want to use the mounted sergeants as I'm playing as the Mercians. They're the only faction that can use them in this campaign, so I will go in that route. And yeah, let's see, I'm using Lindisi to train up or build my first boat, and I can start using that to defend my regions that border the oceans. East Angle, let's see, you're rich, aren't you? And you do have trade goods, you have saltfish, so I can keep going. I can get a port built here, and I can keep working on getting trade eventually built up. That's going to take a while, though. It's tempting. East Angle has pretty decent income, and it's making me wonder if I should get improved farmland instead of attacking straight to trade. Takes 6 years, though, to get the first upgrade. What would it give me? Income of 338. Okay, that's lower than my income rate. So what else is making me money here? Oh, I have an abbey here. Oh, this came with the province. Oh, so this is that building that I was telling you about, I think in the first episode, that is a target for Vikings, actually, because if they destroy it, they get the full refund on the 2,000 florins. And it is making me money, you know, it is making me 208 florins per turn, but it is a target for the Vikings for that reason. So, if I destroy, I can still make 1,000 florins, but it also, to my understanding, to my knowledge, it does also give happiness bonuses and like a religion bonus as well. So destroying it might hurt the loyalty of my people here in East Engel. I mean, this is a relatively recently conquered province. I mean, actually, it is a recently conquered province. I have it on low taxes. I could raise this, make a bit more money, and that seems okay. But things are a tad precarious until I can get that alliance with the Vikings, that is. Until I get some boats in my sea regions, bordering my sea regions. And yeah, until I get more soldiers on the field. I am training just a handful of Huskarls just so that I can get those beefy units on the field. And yeah, as I was saying, I would like to get some cavalry as well. And that's going to feel better. It feels though like things will kick off. And I wonder who's going to be the attacker. You know, will I be able to have the time to build up and attack the Saxons, or is someone going to dogpile in on me first? You know, and it could come from all directions. It literally could come from Northumbria and Wales and the Saxons and the Vikings. You know, I have to be careful of all of that. So even though I have wealthy lands and I have you know, a decent army on the field, I am a bit divided and split up at the moment, you know, protecting my different angles here. And I do have good generals as well. I have a few good generals here in Mercians. And I don't like having them all in the same spot, but... But, yeah, let's see. Maybe I should... Here, let's send this Huskarl down, and they can start to support this. And I'm going to train another Huskarl. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I need another training province, you know? Another province for my armies. Except it feels dumb to have another training province because there's so many provinces in this campaign that have the iron deposits. So obviously I want those to be the provinces that I train soldiers in. And let's see, if I look at the Saxon territories, would there be any new conquests? Yeah, Somerset does have iron deposits here. So that would be like a conquest in the, you know, short notice future that could be another training province for me. Yeah, that's a little ways off though before I get down there and take that. I noticed that East Sax does give a valor bonus to spearmen, and I wonder if it's worth just doing that. You know, just to give me something to bolster my numbers a little bit. Spearmen, if I look up here, how do they compare against Fearedmen? 150, 200, so I'm saving 50 florins on the recruitment cost. But then their upkeep is expensive. Jesus, they cost 50 florins upkeep compared to the Fearedmen's 37. And these units are the same size. They're both 100-man units. And the stats on the Fearedmen are just better. But with a point of valor, I don't know if there's a province that gives valor to Fearedmen. That's something that I would like to learn about this campaign. Yeah. I don't know this campaign like I do. I know everything about Shogun. That's the thing, you know. I know that entire map, but I'm still learning this map here. So if there's a province that gives valor to Fearedmen, that'd be nice to know. But I can check to see how spearmen with a point of valor compared to Fearedmen. Right, so I just did compare the stats between a spearman with a +1 valor bonus to a fearedman, and the stats are almost identical except for the spearman with the +1 valor bonus does have one more point of defense than the fearedman. So that's interesting. That could be a nice little short-term solution to being able to pump out soldiers faster by adding another training province here in East Sax, and that's going to allow me to switch my training in Rocket Satan from, you know, fearedmen to essentially, as I was saying before, cavalry, and maybe even like get some archers going here as well, just so I can, again, sort of diversify things if I'm going to be training, say, Huskarls and militia sergeants here in Mercians, then I want another place where I can train archers, for instance. So that might be an idea. So yeah, let's switch this over. East Sax, or not switch it, but let's just, you know, choose a direction here. Can go, let's see, I think I need a stockade, and that's going to allow me to get the blacksmith, is it? Yeah, the blacksmith. What do I need? Yeah, blacksmith. It's going to be for spears, right? I think so. Muster fields for peasants. That's in Abbey. Yeah, so I need that. It's just going to take 2 turns. Okay. That should be fine. And I'm still moving peasants around. I'm still getting peasants. And, you know, I mostly have them in the places that I want, but I want more. I want more peasants just to garrison these provinces. Also, I was able to get my oldest son, Prince Ethelbert. I was able to get him married in the last episode. That feels good. That feels really good. And I was just thinking, like, I shouldn't rest on my laurels here. And I should also try to get my other son, Prince Alpha. He's not married. So, my emissary... Yeah, you keep looking around. See what else the Saxons have down here. And you can just start moving in this direction. And then your bishop buddy old pal, you can just keep an eye out for princesses. If I see one, let's see if I can find Prince Alpha a wife as well. Now, I think that's going to be it for this turn, so let's drop a save, and let's hope that the Vikings do not attack me here in East Sax. That'd be unfortunate. I do not want a war with the Vikings, no. No, sir. Oh, they attacked the Saxons. That's awesome. That's wonderful. And the Northumbrians are being attacked by rebels. That's awesome. That's all of the good news I wanted to see. So, Master Blacksmith has been finished here in Mercians. I can't remember. That must be for the militia sergeants, I believe, right? Let's see. One of my governors is now charitable, so that means that he's going to be giving +10 happiness to the province that he governs. Awesome. That is wonderful news. And yeah, Cantware is back open, and the Saxons have retreated from South Sax. Yes! Yes! Awesome. That is wonderful. And, yeah, they left behind this little paltry garrison here of rebels here in Cantware. That's still an option. It's rich. It's really rich. I mean, not, okay, it's not super, super rich, but it can be. You know, as pewter there, as a trade resource, I can definitely trade some pewter. And my first boat's in the water. Awesome. Love to see it. I'm going to be working on my other boat here in Lindisi. I want boats all down my coast to protect me from the Viking boats. Yes, please. Yeah, let's see. Do I move? Do I move this boat here to stop them from potentially invading? Because there's no Viking boat here, so they can't attack these provinces, right? That's what that means. Although it looks like they could attack Lindisi because there's a Viking boat here. Yeah, that looks like an option. So they have a boat in Nordsair. They have boats here. So yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't know what the right option is. My boat would lose to whatever Viking boat they want to fight against. I literally have a rowboat with oars. Imagine that just being your patrol, like putting 12 guys in a rowboat and be like, yep, patrol, the Engel say. Just row back and forth. There's no place to like sleep or anything. It's just row. Just row forever. Yeah, that would suck. They would lose to any Viking boat that wanted to attack them, but at least the Vikings would have to attack this first before they could attack my lands. So, yeah, I guess it's more useful putting them there, just to at least they can block something. And then I will get more boats coming out as well. Aha! I found a princess over here. Yeah, there's a Welsh princess. Looks like she just came of age. Princess Alice. And yeah, I got a prince. So let's send my emissary up there to talk to Princess Alice. And yeah, just want some backups here, you know. I need King Offa the First, you know, once he's down, he's 52, so he's not quite ready to call it a day yet, but yeah, we need to have insurance just in case he kicks the can. Now I can train militia sergeants here in Mercians, and I'll tell you what, I was just looking up the stats difference between a militia sergeant and an urban militia with a +1 valor bonus, which I'm getting here in Mercians. And the urban militia actually does have higher morale and higher attack, and the militia sergeant just beats them on defense and armor. And then they have the same charge bonus, which is interesting. It is interesting. What's the price difference? 150 for these guys and 100. So I'd be saving 50 florins. Upkeep 30. Upkeep's the same. Okay. Armor and defense versus attack and morale. That's you know, that's not as clear cut as I initially thought. And considering that I can also eventually get, you know, armor upgrades here in Mercians and weapon upgrades and all that good stuff, urban militia might be a good value, you know? Urban militia with that valor bonus here in Mercians, that might be a good value. Just to save on some money, but then again, like my idea of fighting these Huskarls, these better Huskarls that the Saxons have, is washing the Saxons in a wave of armor-piercing troops. And I guess I could just use a whole, like I could do a balance, you know? I could do militia sergeants, urban militia, you know, a handful of Huskarls, like really just kind of even it out, you know? So that I'm not spending too much money. So yeah, let's get some militia sergeants. Why not? Let's just do that. And what's going to be the next tech up for Mercians? Maybe it's time to start spending on the actual upgrade buildings, like the armor and the metalsmith. That seems like a good idea. I think I already have a church here, right? Yeah, so I'm getting +2 morale for all of my units that are trained here in Mercians. That feels good. So yeah, let's start teching up. Let's get an armor first, and I guess I could just do a metalsmith next. Why not? The Welsh are now being attacked by the Vikings here in Clwyd. Doesn't seem like it's going to be too ferocious of an attack, but it's a raiding party that the Welsh are retreating from. So yeah, there is that. We got some, let's see, bandits in South Sax. So the Vikings, the primary Viking army went back to Cantware, and some of them remained in South Sax, and then the Saxons invaded, and then there's also going to be Catholic bandits as well. And, oh no, so the Saxons did not invade, those are loyalists, so they actually got some free units from this uprising. Well, it's good for them, I guess, bad for me. I have the largest military, huzzah. And, I avoided having my ship sunk by moving from that territory. Oh, man. I got lucky there. It just sucks to get your first boat in the water and then it immediately sinks. Especially if you're in a freaking rowboat, man. Stockade finished here in East Sax, so now I can start building a blacksmith there. And yeah, I don't want to be friends with the Northumbrians. No, I do not. I just want to be friends with the Vikings. That's all. I just want to betray my countrymen. All I want is friends with the Vikings, so that I can go to town on my countrymen. No, yeah. Lord Godwin. So he was charitable, and now he's very charitable. So in addition to the +10 happiness, he's also getting +1 piety. I don't know what province he's a governor of. I suppose I could take a peek at that. Lord Godwin, where are you? Okay, so you are governor of Rock and Satan. And he has a piety of 3 now. And zeal is 42. I don't think that, yeah, I don't know if that really matters. But yeah, no, keep being a good guy. Yeah, be a good guy. There's a problem with that. Oh, we got a Scottish princess here as well. Oh, okay. Well, it's too bad I sent my emissary on a mission to talk to the Welsh princess. Where'd she go? Where is she? Well, if it's faster for you to talk to the Scottish princess. You can maybe no. You stay on target. Stay on target. Yeah, he's in a province with a port, so she might be somewhere where he can go find her. I now have some extra spies sitting around, so I may as well... I was looking around here and I noticed that the Saxons... I'm not seeing any border forts. And those are the guys that can catch... Those are the buildings that can catch spies and assassins. And Somerset has very low taxes and their loyalty is already pretty low, so... I wonder if I can cause some issues here. I move these guys over. He can lower that loyalty by a little bit. Better spies, you know, spies with higher valor will lower loyalty by even more. But in this case, I mean, loyalty at 133. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. If we can cause some issues for the Saxons, that'd be good for me. Because I just want to slow them down. In fact, if I can keep looking around here, the Welsh. Wow, yeah, they lost Clue to the Vikings. Man, that was rough. If I can cause some more problems for them by disrupting Gwent as well. Gwent has high taxes, 135 loyalty, okay. Zeal's at 59%. I wonder who their governor is. Yeah, I don't have any vision on him. And I swear, this gosh darn Viking king is avoiding my princess on purpose. That's what it feels like here. She cannot catch up to him anytime he moves. You know, he's moving every turn here, and she's 29. What time do princesses retire? I don't know what is it, 35? I think she still has a few years. Come on, you got this. Catch him. Catch him. Get that alliance for me, please. We have some unrest in Cantware. Yep, some more rebels. And yet that Viking king just keeps on hopping around. Oh, and heir matures. Okay, I wasn't really paying attention to that. But yes, now I have a third son, Prince Harold. I'll be keen to check in on him. And an armor has been finished here in Rock and Satan. So now we can train up armored feared men. That feels wonderful. And the picked leader has sent an emissary. Yeah, same deal. I don't want to... Oh, yes, I got the alliance. Awesome. Yes, that's awesome. I got that... Sweet. This is why I learned this. Yeah, no, I will not give up this alliance. There's no freaking way. Yes. Awesome. My princess has completed her mission, and we are now allies with the Vikings. That feels wonderful. And yeah, the Scots are trying to do the same thing. Yeah, this is funny. This is funny how if it's my emissary who's trying to make this arrangement, then it does not propose an alliance, but if it's the princess, it does. You know, it's really funny how that works. So in this case, the answer is no. I don't. I do want a wife for Prince Offa, but I don't want that alliance. So yeah, that's too bad. It's too bad. Sorry. But there we go. That's exactly perfect. Awesome. Prince Offa got to marry Princess Alice of the Welsh. Yeah, Prince Harold, my new heir, secret adulterer. So, yes, he's been having an adulterous affair with another noble's wife. They have been fortunate enough to keep this secret so far. So, this doesn't matter now, but once it becomes known as, you know, he becomes an adulterer, he loses piety, I believe. And then Great Warrior, this is going to give him +5 health, which is going to make him harder to kill in combat, which is good. And then Swithnoth, great name. And this is my new... Oh, another... Jesus Christ, this is another historical general, it looks like. A 4-star general, Swithnoth. That's why that name is so unique, I guess. And yeah, weak principles. So he is not a man of strong principles and is easy to tempt. Minus 20% to bribery cost. I will have to be aware of that. And try to assassinate any emissaries to come close to my general, Swithnoth. What else does he have, though? 4-star general. He's in a unit of militia sergeants. Decent loyalty, other than the fact that he has weak principles. And yeah, you know, okay, Dread is acumen's kind of whatevs, but yeah, you can just add them to the stack of people that are capable generals. Yeah, there's a lot of them. I got a 2-star, 4-star, 5-star, 4-star, 6-star. That's a lot of non-family member generals here in one stack. Yeah, I'll have to be careful to spread these guys out so that they don't die all in one battle. Because if I go into battle with this army, it is this 6-star general, this urban militia right here that will be leading it, Eadwulf, and I wouldn't know who the other guys are, so they could potentially also all die if I just lose track of them. And I do not want that to happen, so when the time comes, I will be spreading these guys out into other armies when I have the chance to do that. Fast forward to a few turns later, and now the stables have been built here in Rockin' Satan, and now I can train horsemen, and I'm going to do that for now until I do have access to the mounted sergeants. I will, you know, as I said before, these are definitely capable light cavalry units. 175 florins. They actually are cheaper than the Fearedmen themselves, and their support cost, though, is going to be a bit more. 60 florins per turn as opposed to the 37 for the Fearedmen. Not that these are comparable units, but yeah, there you have it. Very different rules for these two units. Let's get these guys. I love having light cavalry in my armies. It's something, it's a staple for me. You know, going back to Shogun Total War, my basic army comps for all factions, no matter what, I always want at least 2 units of light cavalry, and that more or less has carried on into my army building for medieval as well. It's one thing to win a battle, it's another thing to destroy and actually, you know, conquer the enemy. And if you can't run down routing troops, then that army can always turn around and fight you again. And the horsemen, the light cav, are always going to be able to really make victories into decisive victories. So yeah, getting these guys spread around into all of my armies is going to be very important. And yeah, I want them before I attack the Saxons for sure. You know, and so my goal still is, for the time being, to build up to that 4 army amount before I attack the Saxons. Essentially, I do want one defending Mercians, while the others go on the offensive and attack South Sax and West Sax and Dorset or Somerset all at the same time. Yeah, that's the idea, I think. I think I could save Cantware until after I've attacked the Saxons, as long as these rebels don't attack me, which they might. I don't know. I don't know how aggressive the rebel factions are in this campaign. And I wonder as well if the Vikings would come back and take Cantware. Like, that would be kind of nice, actually, to kind of tie them down while I attack the Saxons. Obviously, I do want this province, but I can just wait. In that situation, in that hypothetical, I can just wait for the Vikings to leave before I conquer it for myself. So, yes. It's my armies are looking good. You know, they're getting up there. I'm retraining some of my soldiers that are in my king's army. Some of these units are a little bit beaten up. And other than that, though, I am, let's see, I can retrain you right here in East Sax. That's an easy fix. You can go there and get that +1 Valor. Yep, that's going to be good. And yeah, so we're doing Spearmen now in East Sax, Horsemen in Rockin' Satan, and my armor-piercing troops here in Mears. Whether it's going to be militia sergeants or Saxon Huscarls or urban militia, I'm kind of doing a variety here, just to try to spread out the quality and the costs more so. So despite all of this training, my economy is still looking pretty good. I'm making 1,700 per turn, and I'm slowly still getting boats in the water. I only have 2 right now total, but eventually I would like to turn East Angle into a boat building province as well. So that should speed things along. Obviously, this is going to be a trade province for me, but along the way, I can get that boat building so that I can train or build stuff here as well, you know, while I'm waiting to turn that into a trading post. So that should help out in that regard. I have yet another son who has matured. Prince Alfred, yeah, that's my 4th one. All right. I have to start finding some more princesses. I do have my emissary on the job, and my stockade has been finished here in Middle Angle. That's going to allow me to build the building that allows me to train archers. And same thing here in East Angle, except I'm going for that boat building as well. the Irish are attempting to get an alliance, and the answer is no. No, just because. Prince Alfred, so irritable, he is quick to anger and slow to forget a grudge, +1 dread. So that's a good one, but I think that's going to turn into something that's maybe not so good. I guess I'll take a peek at that. And yeah, Prince Alfred, that's another decent general. 5 stars, decent loyalty, and yeah, 4 acumen as well. Good dread. Very handsome, by the way, as well. Yeah, this is all good stuff. So, man, I'm just like, I need more places. I need more roles for all of these good generals that I have. It's a good problem to have, but yeah, I have 2 sons in this army, and then I have the king and one of my sons here in this army as well. Another son as well. Let's see, where do I bring? Should I bring King Alfred up to Rock and Satan just to kind of hold down the fort up here? Give myself a little bit of a northern presence, perhaps. Yes, why not? And that is going to be it for my Mercian leader. Yeah, my king has now died, and his heir is going to take over. And I think my heir is in his what is he, mid-30s by now? So hopefully he has a son on the way. I have the happiest people. Huzzah! Good for me. Nice, awesome. And yeah, Prince Harold, his secret has been found out. He is an adulterer, and yeah, that's -2 piety. Not an issue because he's not the king and he's not a governor, so that doesn't really matter. His piety. No one gives a shit about his piety, right? I think that's how that works. So yeah, my new king, is it Ethelbert? Yeah, King Ethelbert the First, 36 years old. Influence, man, that sucks. That's three influence is not good. And yeah, acumen is awful, so that's gonna lower my income for my people. Let's look at my income. It went down to almost 1,200. It was at like around 15, I think, before this. And so yeah, just by having bad acumen, that's bad. Yeah, that's not a good king. 3 command stars is also on the low side. It's okay, but considering, you know, the other options that I have, I think that it's best if I let King Ethelbert hang out here in Merse, and I let other generals take up the lead. Yeah, if, for instance, down here in East Sax, by losing my king and by having King Ethelbert crowned back in Merse, I've lost both of my generals here in East Sax. That was a blunder. So let's fix that by... Who do I want to be my general? Alfred. I was sending Alfred here to Rock and Satan. Let's see. Prince Offa, you're the 2nd eldest, right? 3-star general. And Pride is going to give Valor. So he has 5 Valor. Yeah, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. You can be the general here at East Sax. Harold, you can make your way up to Rock and Satan. And yeah, the king can just hang out here. That's okay. You can just hang out here. And do you have any sons on the way? Let's see. I think Prince Edmund, I believe, was my old king's son, and then Prince Edgar, I believe, is my new king's son. So it's nice to have, you know, one on the way. And then Princess Esselwith is 14, so it's nice to have a princess on the way as well. So yeah, nice. That's good actually. I'm glad that he was married before he became king, and I'm glad that he has some kids on the way. That's going to help out. So hopefully Prince Edgar is capable. So yeah, he's going to come of age in what, 6 years? 6, 7, 8, 9 years. I can't math. 9 years. And he's 36, so yeah, he will not die of old age before his son becomes of age. Now that I can finally train mounted sergeants, this is an interesting piece of information. I thought that the upkeep was going to be more, but it's actually 10 less than the horsemen. I like that. Okay. That's nice. It's interesting though, because yeah, the building that I had to build to be able to get mounted sergeants now gives +1 valor to horsemen, but it does not give +1 valor to the mounted sergeants. Not that I'm aware of, at least. But let's just do it. You know, as I was saying before, they are unique to the Mercians in this campaign. So let's go for it. Let's get those mounted sergeants out onto the field. And let's start building a metalsmith, followed by a Christian shrine for the morale buff as well. Yeah, that feels good. And yeah, getting some light cav on the field feels good as well. And Mears as well. Let's see, what do I want to train here? I can retrain this unit of urban militia that I'm going to be bringing back down to this army here in East Sax. And then I can start building, what next? Let's see. +2 armor, +2 weapons, so I can build the upgraded versions of the armorers and the metalsmiths. You know what would also be nice is to start building these buildings, because these are essentially going to be giving titles that I can give to my generals and governors. And yeah, they're expensive, but I have the money for it. It's very tempting, you know, you know, boosting the stats of your generals is you know, obviously a boost to the entire army that's being led by them. So it is very, very important. Yeah, that is very tempting to do that. Although getting more, like getting another armor, like an armorer's workshop, and boosting the armor of, for instance, like the urban militia that I can train here in Mears, that's going to make them super, you know, cost efficient based on their valor bonus they're getting from this province to begin with. Yeah, that feels good. Just keep going with like the urban militia route. And maybe I can get those title buildings in a different province other than Mears. Maybe. I don't know. I'll have to see how I feel about that. Now I can start building my boats here in East Angle as well. And I think I'm going to go straight for the upgrade and go with the fortified village so that I can eventually get longboats as well. Which I think, am I there yet on this? No, I'm still a few more turns away before I can get longboats here in Lindisy. But yeah, I think I just need the fortified village before I can build the trader, and that's going to allow me to start making money off of the saltfish. And that's going to be necessary because my income is dropping for sure. You know, having a stupid king is is definitely not helping things out here. So I need to start making money off of my trade resources. And it's just the one trade resource. You know, it's heavily nerfed in this campaign as opposed to the grand campaign for Medieval Total War, which I like. I think that the trade is obviously too overpowered in the original or the grand campaign. So because I am planning on going to war with the Saxons at some point in the near future, I think it's better if I extend my line out this way so that I can eventually start making money off of these ports and these ports down here as well on this side, rather than trying to make money off of, although is there no Saxon ports? They have one port here. Yeah, huh. Yeah, so there's nothing really that I'd be missing out on. I don't think, I'm pretty sure, even though it doesn't say it here, I'm pretty sure I'm at war with the rebels. I think if I just kind of hover over it, it would tell me, right? It says we're neutral. Oh, interesting. Oh. I wonder if it's because the Vikings took this province and then that got the auto ceasefire for me. Okay. That's cool. So I can trade with rebel provinces. Nice. Okay, well, yeah, looking at you, Lothine. Might make some money off of you once I get this trader built up here in East Angle. East Angle, yeah. Oh, man. Oh, no. Flood in East Angle. Port destroyed. Income halved. Oh, that is a rough blow. Man, oh, man. Got to rebuild my ports here. Damn. Viking King has died from an illness, but yeah, there's always going to be more Viking Kings. Prince Alfred is now eloquent, so that's going to be giving him +1 piety and +1 acumen, which again doesn't really matter unless he becomes king, which is unlikely. And Dunstan is charming, -2 dread, +1 acumen. Gotta rebuild this damn port here. Oh, man. Another 750 florins. God damn. That's a brutal blow. Yeah, that is tough. Yeah, I'm down to making an income of 679. Ugh. Yikes. Yeah, I better start making money off of trade. Yeah, let's see. I need to get, it's here, right? Yeah, East Angle, man. It needs to finish the fortified village, it needs to get a port, and then it needs to get a trader. So yeah, man, it's a few buildings away before I can start making money off that saltfish. Man, that's a bad blow. Man, oh man. Okay, well, we're still training soldiers. Yeah, we're still building our armies up, and we're getting to the point where, you know, we're going to have like, right now I'm just kind of messing with the compositions, because obviously it's one thing to build just one stack of one unit and win one province, but then I need to sort it all out so that it is even amongst all of my provinces. So that does take time, and I'm at the point now where I think I want 5 armies actually before I attack the Saxons. One in East Sax, Middle Sax, and Wiki to attack these 3 provinces here, and then basically 2 more armies to defend the north, just in case. One here in Mears and then one here in Rock and Satan. Just because Rock and Satan, as I mentioned before, is a training facility. This is a training province, and I don't want these buildings that I'm building to be destroyed or interrupted. You know, that'd be really unfortunate for me. So yeah, I think I should have 5 armies before I'm ready to do that. And we're getting there. We're training archers now here in East Sax. And I just noticed something actually. I remembered to check this. Because my king's influence is so low at 3, which is low, that is low, I did remember to check my general's loyalty, and it's mostly okay. Like Prince Alpha is fine, Prince Harold is fine, this guy down here I don't think is fine. Yeah, 3 loyalty on Oswulf is not great, and then here, my 6-star general, my best general, Edwulf, 3 loyalty again, not great. It's at the point where, like, 3 is on that border, it's borderline, right? Once it's at 2, then I think you start having issues. And then here as well, I think, yeah, Prince Alfred, 3 loyalty, that's not good. Now, one way to fix this is by continuing to build buildings, because that's going to give my king the builder trait, and that will raise the loyalty of my generals. So that is an option. Another option is to build those title buildings that I was talking about that can come from the Royal Hall. I don't know exactly what stats each title gives, but one possibility is getting titles that can give loyalty to generals and governors. So that's an option. I might do that here in Wiki, but again, Wiki is another one of those border provinces that isn't actually being defended other than just, you know, a couple peasants here in this garrison. So it's risky to build up here because, again, if I invest all of that money, for example, that would cost 1,000 florins to start building this royal hall. And then if someone invaded and interrupted that building process, that's money wasted. So it's hard to justify that, it is. Yeah, so hopefully I just get that builder trait with my king soon enough, and hopefully that does raise the loyalty of my generals just out of that danger zone. You know, even 4 is fine. Like 4 is better than 3, that's for sure. Oh no, yeah, oh no, just what I was talking about. Yeah, yep. Prince Alfred is looking like he might want to start a civil war. Yeah, my spy has uncovered a plot against me and learned the identity of the ringleader. I can prevent the revolt by improving the ringleader's loyalty, by removing his support, by putting him in a position where revolt would be suicidal, or by eliminating him. So I need to put Prince Alfred in the same stack as my king. I am the richest. Okay, that's actually kind of surprising. I don't think I have a large income. I get some improved farmland here in Middle Sax. That does help. And then the Saxons are looking for an alliance, and the answer is no, I do not. I plan on killing you. Yeah, so you get that message with 3 loyalty. Interesting. Interesting. Well, I put all of my, like, generals in this stack, although, you know, considering that he only has 3 loyalty, I don't know if that's prudent, actually. Maybe just put my king in charge of this. Put my king in charge of that. Now, this guy has plenty of loyalty, so that's fine. And you guys can just go... no? Jesus. Fine. Yeah, you guys come down here. So you're not going to rebel, are you? No, you're chill. You're chill, and let's see, I can start bringing archers over here. And you're not going to rebel. No, you're fine as well. Income is up by a little bit. 872 is better than it was before. So yeah, I need to get Alfred into a stack with my king pronto. And hopefully that's enough. Hopefully that's enough. I need to kill this Northumbrian bishop. He's pissing me off. Chance of success only 34%? What the hell? Is this guy... he has Valor 3? Jesus Christ, how do you get Valor 3 as a bishop? I might need some more assassins up there. Oh dear. Yeah, for the Scots as well. I'm actually building that building that gives my assassins a +1 valor, so I'm working on it. I'm trying to get better assassins. And speaking of which, should I kill a princess to get experience? No, I should not, actually. I have Prince Edmund on the way. He's going to be of age in 2 years, so I want some options. I want some options on the board for him and Edgar and Ethelred. Yeah, I have another one as well. Yeah, three princes on the way. Nice. Yeah, I want options. So let's not kill princesses even for practice. That is my commandment. Now that I can finally build longboats as well, this is going to be my 2nd tier boat. And what am I getting with this boat? So it's 400 or 200 florins more. The support cost is the same. It's 15 florins a piece. And I'm getting 1 point of defense. That's it. Oh man, doesn't seem... that doesn't sound worth it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that sounds worth it. I think I'm going to stick with regular boats for now, and I will get the longboats eventually. But for now, yeah, just stick with the regular boats, honestly. Yeah. Because right now, I just want a trade network. And in my last campaign, as long as I was allied with the Vikings, they did not betray me. So I'm hoping that stays true in this campaign as well. Yeah, we'll see, but I'm hoping that I don't have to have a naval war with the Vikings. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say here is, and if I do, then I'll have to start thinking about building longboats. Prince Alfred chilled out. I mean, he's still 3 loyalty, but he's in his dad's stack right now. The king did get that builder trait, but it got the first builder trait. That's only going to be +10 happiness in all provinces. He needs the 2nd builder trait, which is going to give loyalty to all generals. So just gotta keep building stuff. Oh wow, so my assassin actually did complete his assignment. I did not have high hopes for him. He was able to kill that 3 ranked bishop. Wow, yeah, good job. Assassin Oswald. Now you are rank 2. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. Oh, let's see. The Irish have the highest level of technology. Okay, that's shocking. I thought I was doing pretty well here. Let's see. I caught a assassin that was working for the Saxons. Okay. And Prince Edmund. So this is going to be my king's actual son, I believe. And yes, I'll have to take a peek at him, but I think he's going to be the next in line now. Ale House finished, so this is going to be giving my assassins +1 valor. Good stuff. Prince Offa, so this is like my younger brother, I think. Very lazy. Yeah, he's getting bad. He was okay, and then he's just getting lazy. He's just hanging out in East Sax forever. And -2 command, -2 acumen. Not good. But Prince Edmund what do we got here? So, oh god. Just looking at him on the map, he has 0 command stars. That's not good. Secret Pride, so -1 command. I don't know if he would have had any to begin with, but there you go. +3 Valor, so he can fight. There is that. And also Great Warrior, so he can survive okay in a battle. He can fight and he can survive. But he's going to be my next in line, and he has 0 command stars. What about the rest of him? Oh god. Oh god, no. 1 loyalty. Jesus Christ. Just the worst. 2 dread, 1 piety, 0 command, 0 acumen. Oh my god. And he is the next in line, doesn't he? No, he's not. Oh, thank god. Okay. Prince Edgar. I think he might be my king's actual son. Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. That's, I don't, Ooh, okay. Let's put you in a stack with all the other naughty children. With the king. just hanging out there. And, oh man, that's a sigh of relief. Jesus. I mean, they can't get any worse, can they? Prince Edgar, come on, man. You better not be worse than that. So yeah, anyway, we're getting close, you know. I think this army is just about, yeah, I just need 1 more unit. I trained up a unit of urban militia. And once this unit gets down here to this army here in East Sax, this army is going to be ready. This is like my full comp that I'm ready to attack with. And then Middle Sax as well is, it's getting there. I might need a few more units here. Yeah, some more, let's see, mounted sergeants. That's going to be boom. And then a couple more units as well. Maybe some Saxon Huskarls and another unit of urban militia. Sounds pretty cool. So let's just get these guys trained up here. Urban militia and Huskarls. And I'll send them down to Middle Sax. And then, yeah, basically I need a full army that I'll station here in Wiki, and they can attack into Dorset when that's ready. But these armies here that are hanging out in Mears and Rocket Satan, like they're fine enough. Like they're okay enough to hold down the northern frontier against any potential attacks from the Welsh and the Northumbrians. I think these factions are having enough issues internally that they're not going to really bother me. Of course, you know, famous last words, but the Welsh do not look like they're strong, and the Northumbrians, they have some numbers, but it's kind of the weak numbers, like peasants and stuff, so I'm not too concerned with them. But again, I just want my own numbers to hang out on my northern borders while I attack the Saxons without having to worry about any repercussions, you know. Yeah, fingers crossed in that regards. My income is lowering, yeah. Only making 500 a turn. My treasury is lowering as well, so I definitely need to crank out this 5th army fast. You know, try to get it going there, because I think my income is just about tapped out here. I mean, obviously it will raise when I can get that building built here. I need that port finished. 3 more turns before that's finished, and then I can build this trader, which is only going to take 2 turns. So 5 turns before I can get an income off of that trade resource. I don't know how valuable saltfish is, so I don't know what I will make off of that, but I already have boats that could potentially trade with some provinces up here. Like I could be trading with Lothian, and I could be trading with Fib. I could be trading with Moray. I think I have another boat as well. And I could be trading with the Orcades as well, and Kate as well. So there is a light at the end of the tunnel here in regards to my economy. You know, like I think I can save myself in time for me to build that 5th army. And I still have like some of the pieces already available, you know, like I can use these spearmen that are just kind of sitting around, and some of these fearmen as well can be used as well. So, you know, we're already like halfway there. And I know this is a solo episode, and, you know, I kind of thought that it wouldn't take this long to get these armies ready, but there you go. It takes time, and I will be ready to attack the Saxons, I think. And I think in the next episode. Obviously, South Sax does not look like it's going to be a fight here. West Sax is going to be the fight. And right now, it's mostly just like a lot of beef, you know, a lot of numbers. Feared men, some armored spearmen. Not much else. A few archers, yeah. But I think that my militia sergeants and my huscarls could cut through these units. And then down here in Dornset, some huscarls for sure, but really not much else. And then here in Somerset as well. Nothing too crazy. I could send my princess to check out Deafness. I think the king is here in Deafness. So I do want vision on these two provinces that my boats cannot spy on yet. And that I don't have vision on. So West Sax will be the main fight. But I think there's a potential that they won't even... They might just retreat from South Sax and Somerset. So we will see. In any case, that's all. Going to have to wait until next time. As always, I hope you've enjoyed this one. And thank you very much for watching. This has been Conostep playing Medieval Total War Viking Invasion. Thank you very much, and goodbye.